Hello everyone, welcome back to Rebel Brick. Today I just got a shipment in, so I'm just kind of unboxing it as we speak. I've got three kind of micro fighters for doing our role-playing game. So we're hoping that they're roughly going to be about this scale. That's the hope here. I've got one unboxed already. I've got two of these. I have not opened it. This is it brand new in the package. As you can see in the thumbnail, this is the Micro Resistance Bomber. I've got two of them. We're going to kind of put these together. And I'll, of course, kind of fast forward it because, you know, I don't think you need to sit there and watch me in real time try and do this. And the other thing is I can take my time and do that. Every time I do this and I'm in a hurry, I always make more mistakes than what I ever intend to. I think it's just the whole thing, you know, you're trying to rush through it. So this is it, less DIY micro fighters. On the inside here, we have our QR code. We got one in here. So this will be our second one. I'm going to dump the first one out. So we'll see how many little bags. It looks like a bunch of little bags in here, and a lot of crinkles. Actually, I think if I was to do this correctly, just use the scissors. That might be a little easier. So we can see how many little bags we have in here. I don't remember how many pieces are supposed to be in here. So we'll explore this all together. All right. So this is designed and licensed from Ron McFaddy, whoever the gentleman is. It looks very nice. So we will put his creation together here. We do have a bunch of little bags. So far this looks like this might work out pretty good. Just trying to find all the parts. I know that looking at my instructions, it looks like I'm going to need one of those right away. Boy, we got a bunch of little bags here. So, trying to see exactly how much you guys can see. Trying to spread it all out. Okay, I'm going to definitely need these two bags to start with, and then we will go from there. And this is, you know, quite often the case that I find with a lot of the you know, people that make their own or whatever else, you know, as they're trying to get everything together. The only thing is when you're kind of used to doing a actual Lego, you know, you're used to having bag one and it's got all your parts kind of separated for you. So you just kind of go from there. And that will be my holding spot. And we'll just figure out how he's got us all put together. Like I said, in the opening, it looked really good. I think it's taken about a month or so in order to get here. So we'll go from that point, and we'll see how it goes. So from here, I'm going to just kind of fast forward, and we will put this together, and we will see how long it takes me to do one. And then I will work on the other one, and we'll get the second one together. And then the third one I have is actually the Ebon Hawk. So we'll get that one going as well. So I'll get going on this. We'll see how long it takes me to actually put it together, and we'll go from that point. Okay, so now we're all done building this. I did kind of pause this a little bit. So one of the things I kind of forgot is I forgot that it actually came with an A-Wing starfighter as well. So that was kind of tripping me up. This is a very nice build. It's a little, I mean, because you have two pieces here and it's actually connected on the bottom as well as on the top, and it kind of mushes together with some pieces in here. The only issue I really ran into is I had one of these plates that actually kind of lips down. I got an extra one that lipped down instead of lipping up, so I did have to find an extra piece that went up. So it works out pretty good. You can barely see it. It is right here. It is a slightly different gray in comparison to the other side, but that's very minor. It's just a little slip up into pieces. I'm sure the other one will be fine when I put that one together. It is kind of nice. We have the ball turret on the bottom here. We have our rear guns as well as the guns in the front. So and of course this is our magazine here. Trying to keep myself in view. This is the magazine here that all the bombs are, and you see all my extra parts from other things as well. And then the bombs, obviously, they come out of here. I know a lot of people really did not like this design. I didn't mind the design, I guess the application. They had this thing go real slow in the movie. I think if this was an actual bomber, it would have gone a lot faster than what they did. I don't think that they would have, used something this slow. You're talking about a group that are used to doing hit and run tactics against the Empire, and even after the Empire, now dealing with the First Order. If they would have had anything, if you're going to keep the A-Wing in operation, you're going to have the new X-Wings that are fast, and likewise, if you're going to have a bomber, I think you're going to upgrade that bomber. Even if it initially started off slow, you're going to try and speed that sucker up so it goes to an appropriate speed. I don't think they would have had it that slow. I'm just a big fan anytime that we can get any other kind of looks at different ships and everything else and get those out as, in Lego or any other form or whatever. That's always wonderful. But I think this works out pretty good. I liked how it looked. For the gentleman that designed this Ron McFadden, he did do a really good job at bringing this to life. Honestly, I don't know how I would have ever come up with it myself, so I'm just being honest with you. I don't know how I would have done it. This is actually a little smaller scale than what this is, but it is pretty much on par with that. So thinking of it that way, I think it works out pretty good. Using it as a miniature to represent a ship or whatever, I think it's still fine. I don't think there's a big issue with it. Just kind of going from there. I do have another one to put together, and I also have another ship, or I have the Ebon Hawk, which I have to get together as well. I'm going to post this up because that way I can work on the other ones, and when I get the free time, I'll try and work on getting the other one put together. And we'll go from there. But this took a little bit of time. There's a couple things in here I kind of flipped around, and you saw that I did have to take this apart. There's a piece in the middle here. I had it where the stud was facing this way, and I really goofed. I didn't look at the schematics very well. It's on my phone. The stud should have been facing that way, so this could have linked together in the front. That was out completely on me. I just completely missed it. I do have a couple extra pieces like this, the little round single stud pieces. I think these are meant to go on the backs here. I thought the black worked better for that. And then when it comes to this, these, I could get this on here, but if you look here, because we have that rod in the middle there, it won't fit on there. So I'm just going to leave that off, and we'll just kind of go from there. I think what I could do is I could take some of those stud shooters and I could maybe put like the reds or something like that on some of these to show that it's got the extra engines. And if that's all engines in here, this should go a little faster than what they ever showed it. So I'll just kind of go on from there. But that's my little take on it. It is a good ship. I'm very happy to have gotten it. This was not very expensive. I want to say I think it was like $10, maybe $15 on Amazon. And it's the two ships here. So if you're looking for like a little miniature of the A-Wing to go along with it, that works out pretty good. So yeah, I really like how it worked out. This was a little tricky, especially in the back. There's a rod that goes through here, and I had a hard time trying to get that rod through there. But once I did, then everything worked out really well. Just trying to follow, I'm doing this off of my phone. So I'm trying to follow the instructions off my phone. So it's always, to me, really nice when you have nice big blueprints as to how to put all this stuff together so I can really see what I'm doing, especially when we're dealing with smaller parts. And if you have a lot of parts that are the same color and all that, which this does have a variety of different colors in here, light gray, dark gray, some blacks, your blues, there's a red in here. We have some of the clear pieces. I was kind of hunting around out of the bags where this piece was here because it's a clear one, and I found all the gray ones. So it works all right. Just trying to get it all together, all in the right spot, trying to get it going. If you notice, one thing I have a tendency to do, and I started doing it until I ran into, I was looking for the other one that's the opposite of this, where it kind of goes up, not down. If I know I have a wing, as quite often, if I have all the parts, I know if I'm making one, I'm going to make another one that's the exact opposite. I will actually assemble them together, and then that saves me a couple steps, because I'm looking for the same pieces anyways. So just kind of going from there. But all in all, this really worked out as a very nice ship, or a nice set of ships, I should say, and it is really nicely done, nicely put together. The fact that they have a stand, because I grabbed this to put underneath there to make it stand or whatever. The fact that they have a stand, that comes in really handy. That was a nice thought there to make this be able to stand upright like it's supposed to. So with that being said, thank you so very much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day and keep working.